Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the plot tour at the end of quite an autumnal August. So we've had quite a hot summer, so a lot of things have been accelerated and are starting to look a little bit tired. So it's still looking reasonably full in the front border here. Rhubarb has of course completely finished. I have taken away the log edging as part of filling up the pond, and you could call it a hugelkultur, but really it was just using stuff I had to plug in this massive hole. The strawberry bed has been tidied up a little bit, and I'm encouraging the runners to go over to the left there, and this sort of clump will have to be tidied up. I still haven't moved the blueberries. They will be going over to here, a bed in waiting. And last month's video had a mound of manure in here. That has gone into the pond as part of the fill-up. The berry bushes are done, very much so. Looking quite tired. They'll be waiting for their prune during the winter. Carrot bath has been doing okay. It's now full of weeds, but we basically just leave it until we want to harvest some carrots. And I'm waiting to empty the strawberry bath once the radish have been harvested. And the meadow has got a few things flowering, but it's basically finished. And the peppers, as we got some nice ones. Been pretty good year for peppers in the ground, but bizarrely not so much in the quad grow. And the courgettes are looking good. You can always tell if a courgette's happy because you're looking for the new leaves being as big as the old leaves, and they certainly are. It's doing pretty well. We've had a few marrows. Tomatoes are looking good, as well as the marigolds. Got a few beetroot in there. And here's some leeks are looking quite nice. But we have started having signs of rust sneaking in there. And the tomatoes have been producing really well. And some leeks here as well, and there's some cabbages. Now these cabbages were put in in June, late June. As with the Brussels sprouts here, they're really looking very, very healthy. And it's all to do with timing, because these cabbages over here were put in May, and they unfortunately copped a heat wave, and basically they were done for right from the start. They just didn't like it. So we've got some beetroot in there. This is waiting to be planted up with more things. We've got some little seedlings going. And the Beeden wigwams, they've been fantastic. And the peach is needing a cut back. It's second one of the summer. Yes, beans have been doing really well, still producing. We're having a little bit of hiatus with the flowers at the moment. Don't know if that means it's done. So the foxgloves I transferred in from just volunteers around the plot. They seem to have settled in okay. So that'll be our display for next year. Corral is going to be one of these little areas I tidy up during the winter. And the geraniums looking good in there. So tomatoes are finally kind of doing better in front of the shed. They struggled, and we think that's because we lifted the tulips in the spring and disturbed the soil structure, because normally this area is absolutely fantastic for the tomatoes. They love the south-facing sun. So beans, French beans there, they've been harvested. And Cosmos is looking nice. I have been thinning, although it might not look like it, this Red Love apple tree. It's been scarily heavy. I've been very concerned during some windy weather that it might just come down. And we have got some gladioli flowers appearing. And the sedum is it's early. It seems to think it's autumn as well. So various things have been neatened up. Here's the peppers and the quadcrow, and they've produced vast numbers that they'll not be able to sustain. So we have been knocking off the immature ones and flowers and things like that. And here was the pond. It's now all filled in, and it's going to be waiting to get the dahlias transferred into it from the orchard. Now at the front here, oh, we've finally got evidence of a bud coming from the Purple Perfection, or Lavender Perfection, and it's all looking okay there. Oh, hello, a little bee appeared. And this little morning glory has been very useful. It's kind of been filling in from where the clematis has died back. Geranium's looking good. And these planters have been a real success. I say we finally found the formula, so we'll be planting those up in the same fashion next year. And the raspberries, autumn polka variety. We've had nearly 4 kilos, nearly 9 pounds off of this, these canes so far. I can see I'm going to be doing another harvest just after this video. I must mention the pluot. I say this is looking really quite healthy. I say this time of year it normally looks sick. So hopefully it's decided it actually finally likes the environment it's in. Super columns, they're all done. They're going to need their second summer pruning. We've got another batch of lettuce seedlings in there. So sweet corn, as it's been producing, we've been harvesting, and we've been fighting off the squirrels and the rats. We've got these mesh collars encasing them. They're actually covers rather than collars. Saw somebody on YouTube doing those and thought, yeah, that's for us. Parsnips are having a very good year. Look at the lovely foliage on them. That doesn't necessarily mean that they'll all be nice, long, straight, canker-free parsnips. There'll probably be some stumpy ones in there. And another bed of French beans, tomatoes and marigolds. We've got some spring onions at the end there, turning into full onions. Now there's a couple of spare courgettes. We just threw them in, not had the same kind of care and attention as the others. But they have given us something. It's a living root in the soil. Speaking of which, cover crop there. That's going to be scythed down. So these spare sweet corn, as I said, they did produce, but they were proof that you really need to have them in a clump to fully pollinate the cobs. They were basically half pollinated. Even though the sweet corn, the main bunch is over there, and we have some on our neighbour's plot over here, it wasn't sufficient. And these lettuce are done and they're starting to bolt. So we've got some garlic and stuff in there, just sort of it is a living thing in the ground, you just can't see it. So we have got still some apples. Look at these whoppers. The most of the fruit is now off. We've had all of the pears. A lot of them were had been infested with ants. Excuse me. And the honeysuckle is actually still reminding me it's alive. I keep forgetting I put it in there. And this apple, Saturn, Now you can see it's going to be like a cox. It does taste similar, and we're going to harvest that soon. And the Victoria plum, no sign of so much of the silver leaf. There's probably little bits lingering. So we put some herbs in. Here's some sage there. Got 7 different herbs dotted around in the orchard. It's meant to be helpful for the trees, especially during the winter when herbs are still going and having a living root in the soil, just to help with the biology. Got some new growth here on the wall though. I need to tie all this in, but I'll need to take the old stuff out. That's going to be fun. So that we have harvested the green gages, about 75% of them. I was supposed to do the last 25 and haven't got round to it, so I've probably missed the moment. We have got some dahlias. This is the first one out in the meadow. Probably leave that one there rather than putting it in the pond, because it seems to like the aspect. And talking about Waldo's, thornless blackberry. Got this one here tied in. And sort of various things doing quite well along here. I have moved this water butt into situ just to off-gas the chlorine from the stuff that's provided here. We've got 6 tubs of main crop potatoes just waiting to be harvested. And the Lavatera has settled in. I wish it was a little bit more bushy, but hopefully we'll keep going. Well, I hope everyone's having a good month and enjoying the year. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next month's video. Bye for now.